The Buckeyes will kick it away first. Here he comes with the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. The Ducks want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Going downfield for the big play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. The 20. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Looking deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The give from the gun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Judkins. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Going for it all. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Ohio State forced 4. Oregon, 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40, at the 20, and they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Brown will throw it. Getting some heat. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Ibuka. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Right back to the well. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Fast motion from the offense. Jet sweep headed to the edge. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Judkins. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Brown wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Coming up.
A lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And that's a play that defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that That momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The aerial assault continues. The quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get
all kinds of running room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that linebacker timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held on to the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
Back to pass, it's Howard. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but...
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
Ohio State, 17, Oregon, 10.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Running back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Moore will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. To the air, it's Howard. They're working that left side, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They keep attacking through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 20 with the carry.
This is supposed to be the easiest play in football, except when there's this much pressure. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Oh, he wants it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. To the ground with the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they're on top here in overtime.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Ferguson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Pressure coming. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Moore to the air. It's complete. Touchdown, Ducks! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Number 3.
A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
30. Ohio State. 24.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Have to go for 2 here in the 2nd overtime, and this one would win the game. They're going to run it. He got it. 2-point try is good, and we'll keep playing football in triple overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.